Hey guys, what's up? My name is Mercy and I'm here to bring you another Titanfall commentary. I really enjoy making these type of commentaries because I'm playing the game Titanfall and because it's not Call of Duty. A couple things I would like to start off with is the background for this video. This video is going to be about competitive Titanfall and why I think it's perfect and it's needed. Point one being this game is just completely hype-filled. It's immensely fun because instead of it just being like Call of Duty, which I'd played for years, this throws a wrench in how I look at FPSs. Not FPSs in general. I mean maybe console FPSs because the big ones would be definitely Call of Duty, kind of Battlefield, and then now Titanfall's in there, as it was basically it's one of the best video games out there in my opinion, one of the best FPSs for sure, first person shooters for those who don't know. Competitive Titanfall, when it happens, and hopefully when it happens, I hope it expands into something kind of as big as Call of Duty. I mean, it seems like Titanfall really doesn't have a huge following right now as the casual community, because the way I look at it is basically it's on a next generation, or, my bad, the current generation systems being the Xbox One, kind of the PC. The PC community really isn't that large, but there is a PC community. But basically the way I look at it is it hasn't picked up yet. And the reason being is because the Xbox One just came out. A lot of people have Xbox 360, so they're still playing games like COD and everything like that. So yeah, so basically I think when the Xbox One gets further into its cycle date and everything like that, console competitive Titanfall will start growing, in Titanfall in general, because COD just doesn't have a competitive following. It also has a huge community of just casual people who like to talk and play about the game. You know, you go to school and you hear a bunch of people talking about it. So far you don't hear people doing that with Titanfall besides a couple random people, because they actually have an Xbox One and have the game. But step one, in my opinion, that Respawn needs to throw in there for competitive Titanfall to happen. This is kind of something I thought they would have put in there upon release, but that would be private matches. Private matches are not existent at this point in time. So, competitive Titanfall really isn't a thing right now. And this leads into the next 2 points that I have, one being a really strong point that I was really confused about, but we'll have to wait and see until private matches come out. The MLG and Game Battles rule setup. The confusion behind that is when you look at like Call of Duty, in the private match system that they have allows you to edit everything, to bomb defuse times, to respawn times, to how many lives you actually get. That's the confusing part. But the next thing I have to talking about that point, basically it just what Respawn will put into the private match system that we can customize to hopefully turn into a better competitive scene, because like search and destroy for competitive Call of Duty is like under 3 minutes. So yeah, and sorry, that was my phone going off, and noob commentator move, I didn't turn my phone down. But yeah, so basically it depends on what Respawn throws in for private match setting editing. Yeah. But the next point I have that involves those settings would be grunts and specters. Some of you who do play the game and hopefully are watching this video and have lots of knowledge about the game, grunts and specters are AI that run around and aren't controlled by players. They're NPCs, but they also fight and kill amongst themselves and kind of shoot you. And the thing is maybe it won't be included because it does add to things like dropping your Titan, your damage core, and all your core settings that your Titan can get, like dash core, shield core, and damage core. They add to that, like they take away the time. So I think it's kind of necessary to have that in the competitive, if there's a competitive scene. I think they're needed in that, because it's kind of a big part of the game. To me, it just takes away from the action in basically the play style of the game. Without them, there's not a bunch of chatter, there's not a bunch of just fighting going on, rather than the actual players killing amongst themselves. So I think grunts and specters, if they do add a setting to turn them off or turn them on, I think you should leave them on, because it throws a wrench in there that kind of says, hey, maybe your team needs it's like League of Legends basically, farming the little guys who walk around in the lanes. Basically you kill those and you level up. think of it as the same way as that. Those aren't turned off. You take those away, League of Legends is basically just a bunch of people running around killing each other and killing each other with turrets. So I think this kind of plays the same role as in League of Legends. I think you should keep them in there. But I'm just saying, this is all theoretically, this is all just my thoughts about it and everything like that. Okay, so on to the next point. The next point I have, and it relates to Call of Duty. And I hate talking about Call of Duty because I hate Call of Duty now, and I'm done with it. And yes, continually in this video, in my next videos, I will bash Call of Duty because I hate it. And yeah. So, the next point that I have to raise is how many players to a team. And the way that I compare this is in Call of Duty public matches, it's 6v6. TitanFall matches, they're 6v6. So, in competitive... public matches are 6v6, 6v6. And then competitive, it's 4v4. My question is, in Titanfall, what will it be? Will it be 6v6? Will it be 5v5? Will it be 4v4? And I think you should cut through the middle and take the number in the middle and go with 5v5. My reason being, less players, less action. So, in a game like Titanfall, there's action 24/7, and there needs to be action 24/7. So, I think there should be at least 5 players to a competitive team. On to the next game modes. The game modes that I said in a previous video were Pilot Hunter and Last Titan Standing. The reason why, and these both aren't, I believe Titanfall, or Pilot Hunter isn't a respawn game type. I really haven't dabbled in it much, but Titanfall isn't. You die, you're done. But I can compare this to like Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is one game mode that's really played competitively and played pro, and you only get one life. So I think having 2 of those is fine. And it's not like Call of Duty where you get currently you get 2 respawn game types and a non-respawn game type. So I think maybe in Titanfall, with the variety that they gave you, 2 non-respawn game types are perfect. And the reason why I chose these 2 is because Pilot Hunter shows off your pilot skills, Last Titan Standing shows off your Titan skills. So I think it kind of shows the player, hey, tell me you're versatile in both of them. Okay, so on to the next point. Why I think it will be a perfect esports game. Playing Titanfall for like the past week or so, there's actually a lot of skill that goes into it, and a lot of playmaking that goes along into it. And the reason why I say skill going into it is because you've got things like wall running and, parkour and all that type of stuff. So you have to have good fluidity when you're running around the map and killing people. And I notice when I'm talking to players online, we're actually like tryhards and we're playing serious, we're talking about like, alright, we'll corner this Titan, we'll take him out, and then we'll move on to the next guy, but then we'll all 3 bombard him at the same time. There's lots of communication and playmaking that goes into it. So basically, to me, this type of game with a lot of action and a lot of different options it has a lot of hype to it. So there's a lot of hype that goes along with it because, when you kill that Titan, or like I did yesterday in a Last Titan Standing match, I clutched a 1v3. I took out 3 Titans by myself. Dude, that's amazing. That's awesome. So why, in, Call of Duty, you clutch a 1v3 S&D match, dude, it's awesome. There's so much hype. There's lots of hype in any game, Counter-Strike, clutch a 1v3, clutch a 1v4, everything like that. Why it may struggle is because there's lots of technicalities, and it's not a simple game. It's very technical and everything like that. Like I said, there's a lot of technicalities. But I don't think it will struggle. I think once it starts picking up, it'll be a perfect competitive game. So, this has been Mercy, and I hope you enjoyed this commentary about competitive Titanfall. Thank you.